Hey guys, so I'm here with my boys, Justice, Miles, and DJ, and they all have on Dream Big organic wear from Babies R Us. I've collected these pieces, they were on, I think, clearance like a few years ago or a year ago or whatever. They're different sizes, so even though he's a preemie, believe it or not, that is a 3-month size little romper that he has on, my little baby that I never really show fully. But it just fits him differently. So I learned that you can swap up clothes. That's why I don't buy as many clothes anymore. I just hold on to my clothes and then I just, recycle them. And when I say recycle them, I mean like one baby may wear it once or twice, but then the next baby put it on and it looks like totally different on each baby. I also wanted to touch on a question as far as like people ask like when that our hobby is an expensive hobby, and people ask like, how do you enjoy dolls that cost so much? There was someone on Facebook that had said there's different types of babies. There are some babies that are display babies that you just store on a shelf or whatever, or in a crib, or rocking chair or swing or whatever. And then there are babies that you interact with daily, that you change all the time, and then there's the ones that you cuddle with. That's how my nursery kind of breaks down a little bit. I pretty much touch all my dolls. Like, I pick them up, I change them, and I may hold them for a few seconds. I don't keep dolls in my nursery that I don't feel drawn to, or that I feel like I could live without. And when I say that, like, anything that I have longer than a month, it's usually dolls that I really like, but then something else come along and I need to go ahead and get that, or but my reborns are usually quicker for me to sell because the price is lower and I feel like I could replace them at some point, versus when I have my silicone babies, it's kind of hard to get good silicone babies. So, my second part to that is people, ask, well, how do you, how do you, afford or feel good about and interact with dolls that you pay, over $1,000 for, or $3 or $4 or $5 or even $10,000 for? And my answer to that is kind of simple in 2 ways. Number one is that if I spend over a certain amount of money, I'm going to say if I spend over $500, yes, and I'm saying that low of an amount. If I spend over $500, that doll better be of quality. And when I go over $2,000 with the silicone baby, when I hit the 3,000 mark with a silicone baby and up, it needs to be like the highest quality silicone out there in order for me to buy it. So therefore, when I get it, I can fully enjoy it because I know that it's high quality. I know that it came from a good place, whether it's secondhand or the artist themselves directly. I just don't just buy on impulse. I did that in the very beginning, which is why I've bought over 100 and something dolls to date. I've had over probably over 15 silicone babies to date, and I ran through a lot really fast because I was just buying on impulse, and I've learned not to do that. So when people question me on how could you dare spend that kind of money, first of all, I might be a different kind of collector from a lot of people. because I actually collect for the art in the dolls. Number one, well, number one, I have a passion for dolls. I've had dolls all my life. But number two, I collect for the art in the dolls. And a lot of people don't really collect for the art in the dolls. Rather, it's beginner's art, black art, or just art itself. The sculpting, the painting, like all of that just is what does it for me. So before, like I might have mentioned, I know I've mentioned in a few other videos, before I was spending, you know, like a lot of money on my dolls and stuff like that, I used to buy wall art for my house, and those pictures would be quite expensive for each picture. You know, they could cost me the price of a doll, one picture, and I would get, you know, pushback from certain friends or relatives, like, why would you spend that much for a picture? You could just go get, you know, the replica from, you know, like a little flea market or a knockoff store or something like that. And I'll be like, the quality isn't the same. It isn't the same. When you look at that picture that is the replica or the knockoff, it's like it's missing something. And if it's a replica or a stolen version of what I really wanted in the first place, it's only going to irritate me as I look at it. So, but if it's, let's say, something new that just came out, a new artist that just came out that's inspiring to grow and stuff like that, I have been known to buy from those artists and support those artists because I like to see their work grow. Like with Yogi, Yolanda Boyd Glover, I've been collecting from Yolanda for over 4 years, and my first baby from her was Paris Mia Moore, which I will be doing a video of Paris soon. And Paris is what made me go crazy over the reborns, and I've watched Yogi grow and grow and grow until I got to Justice. And it's an amazing thing. There's a lot of different little things and facets that Yogi's grown with, and it's been very special and very sentimental to me to be able to have her babies in my collection from when I first started going crazy over Yogi till now, you know, which is why I'm doing everything in my power not to sell Justice. And I definitely won't ever sell Paris. For those that followed me from the beginning will know that, like, Paris was like everything to my channel. Like, that was the baby. I would get mad if somebody would ask me to buy Paris, like when I was first started out collecting. But anyways, yeah, so sometimes I know people say it out of sarcasm, like, how could you sleep at night? I sleep very well knowing that my money is well spent. Not only that, I know that with buying such an expensive doll, and if it's bought, you know, the right kind of doll and from the right artist and stuff, I know that if I ever had to sell it, I could, and I wouldn't lose as much. Where I see a lot of my collector friends make mistakes, and some of us has talked about this, and you kind of been learning and seeing where I'm coming from with this, is that they run out and they want a silicone baby, or they want, you know, the most popular doll, and then they go out and they buy it and they spend all these thousands of dollars, and then when they decide that they want to upgrade or change, they can't, because they can't sell out of it. They can't trade out of it because nobody else wants to pay that price, or even close to it. So even though people say, oh, I don't buy it to sell, you never know when that day is going to come where you might want to. Now, not trying to, you know, boost my sales or anything like that, because honestly, I work full time, and me selling off these babies are really the downsize, and really it's for extra money, like I said, for a special project with my girls. But when you're paying And not that you should ever feel like you should get just pure crap, but when you're paying like a hundred to, you know, 200 and $300 is still a lot. I'll be honest with you, that's still a lot. But it's not the high scheme of things. You really can't expect to have the same, you know, amount, same thing as you would a $800 doll. Sometimes you get lucky. My goal is to continue to be able to get better. And what I, you know, am doing with painting better for myself, because that way it saves me money from having to buy reborns, because I really love different sculpts, and so I want to be able to paint myself. I'm not really concerned about the rooting part as much, because I can always send it off for rooting if I don't do great at that. But I want to be able to, if I do sell off the ones that I've made to make room for new ones, or whatever the case may be, still be able to be affordable for people that can't afford to spend top dollar. No matter how good my work gets, I still want to keep my babies at a decent cost. But anyway, I'm just rambling, but these are the boys. This is DJ Pooh, and yeah, he's a silicone baby. And then that's Justice by Yogi, Yolanda Boyd Glover. And then that is my little mouse that was painted by me. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. And his hands are like looking red, jumping off the page over there, but I don't know. But yeah, that's what they have on. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up around his eyes from when I put his eyes in and stuff like that. And then I don't know, I may tone the palms of his hands down, like add a little bit more color to it. I don't know, but his head is not weighted. Yeah, but the rest of him is weighted. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Click the bell so that it reminds you every time a new video is up.